Warchant.com Man Cave Show with your hosts, Gene Williams and Jeff Cameron.
Welcome to the Warchant. Seventh Hill Tap Room on Appalachian Parkway. Of course, underneath the the corner pocket. Everybody knows where the corner pocket is up there. Lights are blinking already, man. I love it. It's a loosey-goosey Thanksgiving edition here.
Cheers, buddy.
And happy Thanksgiving, buddy.
Florida week, buddy. Happy Thanksgiving.
How about
happy
that?
Thanksgiving, everybody out there.
And also thanks to our friends at Jimmy John's, Freaky Good, Freaky Fast, Freaky Fresh, Jeff. 3 locations near the stadium: Gaines, Tennessee, and Pensacola. So
and there may be some tailgating going on this Saturday.
You got the 12,
right?
the 24. How cool is this to walk your tailgate with one of these bad boys?
Do you think if you started at noon with everybody else, with the amount of alcohol you'd be taking in, that you could probably take this whole thing down?
The 24.
Before 8 o'clock, it's 8 hours, Gene. You got to get some food in.
You know what they need to do if you could start early is have some of the egg sandwiches. If you put some egg sandwiches in there, then maybe I could do it. But I don't know about maybe a 12. I could do the 12 pack.
Either way, you decide.
12 pack. So
and
anyway,
then if you're one of those fat asses watching at home, maybe you could do 24. So there you go. You'd be all set.
So, but anyway, that's great for tailgate. Of course, you know what's coming up after Thanksgiving, the day after, before the Florida game, Black Friday.
They're going to be open here.
They're going to be open here, Jeff. You know what?
Because most men are miserable.
These bad boys half price on crowlers. I mean, that's ridiculous.
And I will also tell you that while we're here doing the Jeff Cameron show that afternoon at 3 o'clock on Black Friday, it's going to be 2 for $1 crowlers.
Half price. Pretty much the same thing. Yeah, very good. 2 for 4 or 4 for 2.
I wanted to see if you could go with me.
That's good, man. Haven't had that much yet. But, also got, I guess, let's see, we got draft cards, and $10 get $15 worth on the draft cards, which is there.
Right?
$2.50 selected pints and all kind of deals on the wine as well. So I mean, just come here and get. Your wife goes out and shop. Just come here and get hammered.
You're not driving.
She comes back,
picks you up. You go on home, and take it to the
She's gonna spend all your money.
Watch a little football. You're good to go.
It's a
good
beautiful
times.
thing, man.
Absolutely.
Let's do this.
Absolutely.
All right, I'm going to show you real quick how we do this. And we fill up on the card, of course. I'm going to try to do the better pour. My bad pour last week went viral on social.
Well, and Bill's over there to help you if you need help.
Bill,
the owner of the establishment is there.
We'll go with the MIA Fountain Blue this time.
Which I've had.
Season. Let's see on that.
If you've already had a beer in there, that's going to mess it up. You're going to end up having a lot of foam.
No, this was a clear one. Oh, my goodness. Look at that. I improved my pour.
All right. Well done. Well done. That's
do we know which one this is?
Yes, we do. It's right there, buddy. We're good.
All right. Well, Jeffrey,
yeah,
big question we got to go here. Now, I want to lay the groundwork here. We got a rivalry game coming up.
Yeah, it's the biggest of the rivalry games.
Both teams in the top 15.
Miami,
and we got the news on Sunday, 8 p.m. kickoff. That's always huge.
So you knew where we were headed, Gene. At that point,
as
long as the lots opened at a reasonable
hour. There was
one
other factor, and I think weighed into this, and that is a noon the lots open up here.
At that point, you got a Cat 5 maintain. You got a Cat 5 maintain. There it is.
Put that right there. Jeff has called it officially the Cat 5 maintain.
There's no question.
Yes, run the lights.
When you have 8 hours, somebody's going to end up face down in the muck. You got to make sure that you regulate and you
all right, let's keep that running. Keep that running the whole
show. That'll make everybody very pleased. Yeah, it is a Cat 5 maintain come Saturday. If you're under the age of 25, this probably affects you most. Those are the rookies.
I don't know. I've seen some of the folks at our age range that occasionally do not know how to. You think by this time you would learn?
Well, the whole thing is you got to see the damn game. I mean, it's Florida State, Florida. It matters that you see this game. We're not playing wake. You got to see the game, man. So, and I wouldn't declare a Cat 5 for a wake. So, here's the thing. If you're going to be tailgating at noon, that's fine. Have a good time. Go easy on the shots. Get some food in your stomach in the morning.
Yeah, I know we do a lot of this, and we've done it before, but I think it's a PSA that we don't not require at FCC here to do it because we're not. But I think we still should, as service to the community.
Well, you know why, Gene? I remember a sad time when I was here in my early 20s where I did not heed the Cat 5 maintain. Well, let's see. Now there you go.
You don't want to be that guy.
You can't be that guy. That's not good. See that he had no chance to see the game, and look at these guys laughing at him now. That's at LSU.
You don't want to be that guy. You got to eat right too. I know you're big on
you got to get some food, and you got to load up. Man. You got to get some protein. You got to get some weight to it, man. You got to have a. This guy's really this is the longest GIF in the history of. I mean.
All right, we got some other ones up there. There we go.
Let's just.
Eating. I think the proteins are good. The hydrate. I know you're big on.
Oh, that's every year I see this one.
We got to do that one because I love the fact that Tebow is praying for him.
How old is that guy?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, it's not always 25-year-olds.
It's like 55 years old.
Maybe that was after the Florida State game for that guy.
I really think that should be in his den. Like his wife should point to that before he makes road trips. Remember what happened last time, Jerry? Yeah, we can't. Yeah, that's
But
not
the, you
good.
know, the thing entered the equation this year, Jeff, on the Cat 5 maintaining that is the Champions Club, because you can now continue once you get there. So I think you need an 8 hours before. And if you're going to continue in the Champions Club, I think that changes things.
There's a level, admittedly, this may seem elitist, but there's a level of sophistication at the Champions Club that I don't imagine too many people who have regular tickets at the Champions Club are stumbling.
You don't think they're doing keg stands and beer funnels on the way in?
No, I just don't see it happen. I don't think too many people are shotgunning before they go to the Champions Club.
That'd be kind of fun. I would like to see that.
That would be the kind of fun I'd like to have with somebody
Maybe they got some beer funnels up in the Champions Club.
I don't think
I'm talking to Jerry about that. We need to get some funnels up there. Maybe we join up there. That'd be kind of fun.
Yeah.
That'd be great to put them out there. People could actually see them funneling, and where it's all empty in the stands.
Do you know how many? Fun. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna have that problem this time around. I think we'll be all right. We should be
all right. Florida Gators coming to town. Jeff, the build-up, the SEC East champs. That is
what an honor!
Huge.
What an honor!
The SEC East
well,
champs.
you get a chance to outduel Missouri in a given year. I mean, I feel like the accomplishment is
They've won it back-to-back years too.
Well, we see the juggernaut that is Georgia these days. So the pride. They should put a little patch when they take the field.
There they go.
Little patch.
They're happy about. You see them celebrating the SEC East championship there.
Well, there it is.
Yeah. But I mean, isn't this in terms of seriously, Power 5 conferences, is it the worst division? I mean, it's the Coastal or the SEC East, right? Aren't those two kind of battling right now for the worst division?
You think it's worse? You think it's better than the Coastal? I'm not sure that it's
think
better than the
Coastal's
Coastal.
A little deeper this year.
I think the Coastal is deeper.
Because I think, even
Virginia
Miami,
Tech,
throw them out there, Virginia Tech, North Carolina, even Pittsburgh, I think there's a better base.
I might argue the Coastal is better than the SEC East.
I think you're right.
And then from there, that would make the SEC one of the worst divisions in all of football.
Yes, I think it is.
I think it is.
Or at least from the Power 5, without a doubt.
5, yeah.
Now, think about this. I mean, the Florida fans are celebrating winning the East, but imagine if you're one of those other fans in the East. We've got, of course, Tennessee, who can't win the East.
But remember, Coach Jones did point out the obvious, and the important factor here is that they may not have won any championships, the seniors at Tennessee.
See, that guy is very...
But as you recall, they're champions of life, as he said.
Oh, yes, that's true. So that's the bigger thing. That's the battle right there.
I'm sure he mentioned graduation rates as well. Yeah.
Now, they had that crazy year in '98, but since then they've not won a conference even since '98.
That's hard to believe, right?
27 years.
Let's go through all these fan bases.
That's ridiculous.
Here.
So Georgia, of course. I got the Tennessee fans.
Horrific. Like, are you freaking kidding me with this?
Do that. Tennessee has their problems.
No.
And then Georgia. How frustrating is it to be a Georgia fan? Look, I mean, these poor guys there. I mean, having to deal with that, is that...
Schadenfreude's a hell of a thing.
Is it worth it? That was the market right there by the end.
This guy's just checking his phone. He's like, I'm done with this. I'm just going to read the internet.
Is it? I mean, is it tough to be Tennessee or
it's tough
Georgia
to be Tennessee?
You think that more Georgia?
Georgia was a tipped ball away from winning the SEC.
Yeah, but they were
for the
so
national
close.
championship. But at least they were in contention. Tennessee has really been insignificant for a very long time.
But they won a national championship in 1980.
That's true.
But they did win the SEC in 2005.
Okay, so there you got that.
Something. And of course, is there anything worse than South Carolina? I mean, it seems like their fan base wants to care.
Okay, well, that's not South Carolina.
But they want to care. But I mean, they just are not any good.
I have always admired South Carolina's fan base.
Because they care.
There were years that they were over and that place sells out. They care deeply for such a profound loser. It is remarkable. I mean, that is something to behold. That the South Carolina fans are loyal.
All right, let's talk about the Florida Gators here, because this is team of super. And I can tell you one thing I give them credit for. They have gotten some really personable coaches. I mean, these are people that are so much fun to talk about, Jeff. I mean, think about this. Okay,
I know you're more than Meyer, yeah.
Now, let's start with Steve Spurrier.
Because,
that really kind of started the modern era with Steve Spurrier.
Not arrogant. Not arrogant.
There you go. See, I like that about him.
That's actually a good look.
He does.
That's actually a good look.
He likes that.
I think you're making a case for Steve
Yes.
Spurrier
All
right
the
now.
coaches that may like basketball, these guys are going to show now. Famous for what? Of course, the visor toss. Is that your biggest memory, just him tossing the visors on the sideline?
My biggest memory is the arrogance that cost him the 31-3 lead in the fourth quarter against Florida State. The refusal to run the football. All you had to do was run the football, and he wouldn't do it. It's a part of me that is thankful for that, but at the same time, so arrogance comes to mind.
I would say one of my memories was, I think the arrogance, the visor toss, and on that tie, the choke and doke, remember the question was asked to him, and I think it was David Lamb.
How does it feel to lose a tie?
And it kind of,
David Lamb.
Never a loss for words, and he just got a stunned look on his face, like, I got nothing to say to that.
Give him credit for not saying anything to that, because he knew David Lamb, Lamb was right. Yeah, he knew. He knew he was right.
All right, our good friend that you and I just respect him as a character. That's
I know. That's a love fest right there, buddy. There's your boy. Oh, man.
I'm going to like this next one we're going to show, and this really kind of typifies that right there.
Yeah.
He taught me about life. Yep. I think that was a quote.
He went out into the world and showed everyone that.
What a favorite memory? I mean, he's had some good ones.
Urban? At Florida, it would be that he spoke to God in a dream about why it was that Elam needed to go to Florida.
Yeah.
And there were no repercussions for the fact that after Elam said, okay, I'll go to Florida because you talked to God, Urban Bolts.
Fakes the heart attack.
That's one of my favorites. That's one of my favorites. Yeah, that's a good one.
I think that faking the heart and just all the bridges he burned in Gainesville on the way out.
Fake heart attack and pretending to have spoke to God about a recruit coming to your school and then immediately bolted upon.
Had a dream the night before. Right? Yes, and funny, right after he committed to Florida State, he had the dream.
That was rather remarkable. That was the height of hypocrisy.
Now we're getting to coaches that weren't so good, and that would be, of course,
Ron Zook. Well, then you can't hate them. You can't hate
Zook, but you got to kind of talk about personality, that guy.
The stuttering wonder.
But you know what? My memory's going to come up here. We're going to show some of it here. Is when he had the showdown with the fraternity.
Oh, well, that happened not once.
See? And he went after the fraternity.
Not once, but twice he had a situation with the fraternity. He also talked so fast that he would get into this pattern of stutter that he could not get himself out of. He would be derailed. The coach's show was one of my favorites because he would talk like this.
Well, we can't talk. We have a coach that talks pretty fast.
No, but he doesn't stutter
at
his way through. He actually finishes the sentence. Yeah, no. That was bad. Yeah. And then finally, I know where you're going here. Okay, so.
We're going to go Will Muschamp. We're not there yet.
All right,
Will Muschamp. You just get the temper tantrums of this guy were epic.
You always knew what he was in perpetuity was, in fact, a coordinator.
Yeah.
That guy has a look of a coordinator. Look at that. He's darn near in tears.
Yeah.
That's crazy person talk. I think if I was Burton there, I would hit punches in the face. That's insane.
Yeah, it had my favorite memory. I think there was one who was going off the sideline at halftime and just went off on the reporter or something, just screaming.
Yeah, when you're a petulant child and you're a head coach at a major program, that's a problem, and it never got better.
And he still got a head coaching job.
It never got better.
You'd think he would learn, but South Carolina said, no, that's as good as we can do, I guess.
I guess that's true.
All right, and then, of course, we got to hit with the swamp donkey.
I actually think. Oh my God. I can't even comment. I don't know what to say. That's just so wrong. That poor man. There's nothing he can do.
There's got to be the crest whiteouts. Don't those skinny do those at least?
This was brought up earlier today. Headlines. What are you going to do? If your teeth are as big as piano keys and they're that color yellow, you would think with the money. Okay.
Some dentist. You got to pay some dentist some
money. And then he
there.
could endorse.
And he had my memory is was it Kevin Taylor, right? Kelvin Taylor. The son of Fred Taylor. Didn't he go off on him on the sideline? Remember that whole thing?
Right. Well, that kid was, the kid had a discipline issue and he was very upset. He used him as an example. That is correct.
Yes, but you don't do that on national TV.
No, you don't. No, typically, nowadays, you do not. I don't know. I mean, Fred, I don't think took issue with it, the dad. But I would think that one normally would to be punching bag.
I don't know if I want to be called out. I mean, where is he at? Colorado State before? There's probably no TVs. They don't have cell phones there. You can do whatever you want probably there. Nobody notices.
My man.
All right. When we come back, Jeff, we're going to talk we got some fun things to talk about here. We got which team has been the biggest turkey this year. And we've got a special to try out in the Goose Island Bourbon Country.
Well, that's the part that I really like.
That's another thing on Black Friday. It's going to be released, the 2016 version, this Friday. They don't release it. It's like you can't get it until Friday.
So what is it? It's a Goose Island what?
Bourbon Country, which is a stout. It's a bourbon-aged stout. I think it's 13.8% or something. Just insane. It's going to be. So we're going to get a taste of. We can't taste the 16 yet because it's not out. But we can taste the 15. They've aged some for us.
Okay, I'm ready.
So we can get that next.
All right, let's do it.
On the Warchant Man Cave Show. Welcome back to the Warchant Man Cave Show here at the 7th Hill Tap Room, sponsored by our good friends at Jimmy John's. Freaky good, freaky fast, Freaky fresh. Get your mini Jimmies in the 12 and the 24 packs. And of course, this Friday, Black Friday.
Can't go wrong.
As Jeff says, 2 for 1 on Crowlers. Or I think I heard you can also get the 50% off.
I like
so
that.
it's good for that.
We'll variety that.
And all kind of specials going on in the special tapping we're going to talk about here in a minute, Jeff. But with a happy Thanksgiving, we all eat the turkey. We talk about the biggest turkeys in college football. What I'm talking about are the teams that had high expectations at the beginning of the season but saw their dreams dashed. I'm going to start out.
You give me your first nomination.
And this one a little borderline here, but I mean, but Ole Miss, because FSU started the season, but they lost last week to Vanderbilt. Looked like they were turning the season around. They lost Chad Kelly. And lose to. I think we're going to show some highlights of how their fan base is reacting to their great season. Now, they were preseason number 11, Jeff. Preseason number 11, and things have kind of spiraled out of control for them.
Anytime you get fans crying at a football game. I'm a big Ferris Bueller is what you think he looks like. I'm a big fan of people who cry at football games. You're crying at a football game.
Now, even worse than them, Michigan State, number 12 preseason. They are 3-8 in preseason number.
Yeah, I was going to nominate Michigan State as my number 1 disappointment. That is hurtful. That is brutal.
Michigan State folks up there to kind of look.
She's okay.
Yeah.
That's fair. There's no tears. It's just sort of again. Wow, that's pretty impressive for Michigan State, by the way.
In Midwest.
Very well done.
I don't know, Jeff. My top one might be Notre Dame because this is number 10 preseason. They are 4-7. They're Notre Dame. They lost to Navy and they lost to Texas.
Now they did lose to Texas. Now there is a fan base or a head coach that if we were going to make fun of head coaches, Brian Kelly is high.
And now they're in trouble.
Now they're in trouble.
So that's even worse.
Vacating wins.
Some upset leprechauns there.
He's solemn there. Yeah, this guy's just like, are you freaking kidding me again with this? No, Kelly just bright red all the time. Yeah. That guy is fun to make fun of. So absolutely, yes.
And the last one I got to throw out there, and I wouldn't even think they would be nominated, but what happened this last week was one of the biggest epic losses, I would think, and that is Texas. I know our friend Drew, who's an unmentionable, we're going to mention, big Texas fan here, to lose to Kansas, who was 1-9. Texas lost it, by the way. Lost 43-7 to Memphis. This is Kansas did, and they lost 44-7 to Baylor. They lost to a 1-9 Kansas team.
Kansas,
these guys.
Yes, that's just
like that just happened.
Absolute shock. Kansas hadn't beaten Texas since 1938. Woo!
Holy moly.
You just stop with that, right?
He's getting upset. Vegetables are getting all fired up back there.
Rather remarkable. I don't know how that's even possible.
That's something here.
You can just show that on the wall. That was amazing.
All right. So let's, like I said, there's a special tapping coming.
Okay, let's
this Friday, along with all the Black Friday specials. The lovely Mandy is joining us here with, now she told me to point out, this is the Goose Island Bourbon Country. This is last year's because you can't even touch. They've got it hidden in the back,
so 16
locked away in the vault. You can't touch it till Friday.
This Friday.
Yes. So we got a nice, there are some of these beer people who are very good at this age of their stuff, and they hold on to some of these. So we get to taste a 2015 version,
yes,
right?
This has been aged since 2015, and this is the Goose Island Bourbon County brand stout. And it is one of the original stouts that's been barrel aged. You should be able to pick up on some oat nuts, vanilla.
Nice.
Chocolate.
Now, is this always like a Thanksgiving seasonal type thing that they do this time of year?
Yes, they release it on Black Friday.
Always
the
on Black
percentage
Friday.
of alcohol?
It's actually clocking in close to 14%. I believe it's 13.7.
So the maintain
so
thing, if
careful.
you're going to do that, I would not. If you want to get a crowler, and can you get that in a crowler even if you wanted to here?
I don't think we will be doing.
I was going to say, if you brought a crowler to a tailgate on the half price, that would really kind of.
If you got a crowler of this, you would never make it.
They do have the bottles. So you can get the bottles. So you can get the bottles. Ooh, I might bring one of those.
You
for
could
tailgate.
not Cat 5 maintain with this particular.
You don't think so? It'd be
beer.
impossible?
It would be impossible. If you're drinking this at noon and the game's at 8, you're not going to make it.
Well, Mandy, thank you so much. This is good stuff. You can get that in very few places. You can get very limited, very rare to get this, right?
Yes, it is very, very limited.
Ooh, I can smell that.
Holy moly. Wow. That attacks the taste buds, my friend.
You can, yeah, it is.
My
that's
word.
It's really easy to drink, even though 14.
Yeah.
That's a great
I would have guessed
beer.
14. No, this is a fireplace hanging out,
Yeah, I was
talking
gonna
about
say,
the
that's,
world beer,
when
man.
I-
Holy moly.
Yeah, they released it a little bit earlier in the winter time, so that way it can kind of age and get ready for,
That is fantastic.
the heart of winter.
Well, you're going to bring some of these on Friday, a little vertical, right? We're going to do some testing.
Yeah,
and I would love to compare the 15 to the 16.
Exactly.
This has got a lot. This is a big
Jeff favorite.
Yeah. We're going to shut the show down. We're going to hang out here. I think we're done with this. So the segment should be over. I just want to sip this beer. This is amazing.
This year with you all.
Oh, boy. All right. Thank you, Mandy.
By the way,
very smart. What do you got here? You got some breaking news for us here, Jeff? Oh, the committee is out.
Football Playoff Committee has ranked Alabama 1. No surprise there. Ohio State 2. Michigan 3. Somebody's got to lose this weekend. At 4 is Clemson. No shocker there. Washington's at 5. Wisconsin is at 6. So the Big Ten beaming with pride today with 3 schools in the top 6 for the college football playoff.
Wow. What a
thank you,
shock.
Ryan. Appreciate
Can you say
that.
you're shocked by that?
I'm not shocked. Somebody's got to be in the top 4.
Spell that.
That was close. Somebody's got to be in the top 4. But I have to say, if you've watched Ohio State and Michigan just lost their quarterback. They look terrible against Indiana. Ohio State struggled to beat the aforementioned 3 and 8 Michigan State Spartans by 1 point on Saturday. I'll be honest with you, the whole college football playoff right now is darts, because you have a lot of teams that look eerily similar and they all look bad, save for Alabama.
There's like 8 teams.
It's Alabama and a bunch of teams that are the same.
Yeah.
And I like making fun of the committee, but frankly, this year, what are you going to do?
I still think when you lose to an unranked team in November, you got to drop, and that's the biggest issue I've had with them. Plus the fact, and I know it was the first week.
Who are you
when
replacing
you
them
put
with?
Texas A&M at number 4, I will not forgive them for that, because it's the same crap they did with the Mississippi schools a couple of years ago. It's a pattern. You didn't learn from it.
It's just a power ranking. It's not a true projection.
West. When in doubt, put an SEC West in the top 4 and just roll the dice.
And I'm glad that they got burned again. But typically, what this tells me is this is not truly a playoff projection as much as it is a weekly power ranking, because they already know. But they already know that these teams are going to be playing each other in some cases. Obviously, they can't project that Final Four because Michigan plays Ohio State.
Yeah, it's got to be one way or the other. It's got to be revamped.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, now Jeff, we had a contest all week on Warchant. Okay. We're going to vote with the Unmentionables' help. We need you guys to help participate. The winner is going to get a $100 gift certificate from Garnet Gold, the top meme of the week. So you guys are going to be in on this. Let's start with number 1. All right, here we go. We got the Swamp Roy Donkey says, how many points did your Gators score against the Knowles?
There you go. Well, 2.
We got a mile. We'll vote at the end. That was number 1.
They're more subdued there.
Yeah, a little better. He's got some good lighting there. I think it's good lighting.
He to attack you.
Good lighting here. That was by Knowles 229.
Yeah.
D Knoll 04, the Barney meme. We're going to see that one next. I love you. You love me. I wish we could beat that team from Tallahassee.
All right.
Nice, a little lukewarm response there.
Lukewarm. Nobody's.
MJC04D. Why did the Gator cross the road? Because he couldn't cross the goal line.
Oh, nicely done.
We got that. That's getting a little bit. All right. Now one of my favorites. Here's the next one. It is the Donkey and Jackass Show. Go Gator!
Where are the socks?
I noticed that. Good point. McElwain not wearing the socks.
But he is covering his teeth. He knew to do that. He knew to cover the teeth. He did know to do that.
Thank you, RC Knoll, on that one. RCD Knoll.
Yeah.
All right, now, CJ, I don't know, this guy's got a weird name, but I told them to stop saying Go Gators. That's like the Girl Scout thing used to do that.
I gotcha.
Stop saying Go Gators. All right, pretty dark, a little dark on that one.
That is a little sinister.
Yes. A little dark on that one.
I don't think that's going to win.
All right, Jake Black, the next one by Jake Black.
All right.
Question for Gator fans. You call this 133 or 27-2?
There you go.
All right, throw back to last year, of course.
Yeah. But you could have gone to the year before or the year before. There's several.
We might have another clock thing this year. Let's see. All right, next one. I don't know who did this one, but let's say watching Florida's offense.
That's not terrible.
All right, introducing.
That's sneaky decent.
Yeah. Noel, you are roll. Introducing new locker room upgrades in Gator Nation.
Poop here.
Because remember, they had an issue. Issue. So actual toilets.
I don't know that we ever really need to revisit
in the bathroom.
That was unsettling. That is,
All right. By All Right 445. UF football, 11 head coaches since 1970, searching for fans with class for almost 50 years.
Nicely done.
All right.
Nicely done.
And Noel Finn, 85, here with a Florida center. This is about some Florida. Oh!
Again,
We got you again.
Winner, chicken dinner.
We got one more.
I'm not even looking.
No, we got one more, not this. Here we go. Son, don't listen to the haters. Mullets are in Hogsville.
Oh, man.
All right, what do you guys, I think it seems the goal line or this one. It seems like are the two. What do you guys think, unmentionables? Goal line or this one, mullet or goal line?
Goal line's creative.
Goal line, guys? Mullet's close. I don't know. What do you think? You got to be the tiebreaker here.
Jorts on the kid.
What do you think, Jeff? You got to be the tiebreaker here.
I'll go with the mullet.
I think that was good because I think the mullet was an original one that they made. So
Okay, we'll go with somebody who's made one. Yeah.
So mullet, and that would be, let's see. I don't even know who did that, but we'll come up with it. Congratulations, young man. You have won yourself a $100 gift certificate. Sorry we got you there again, Jeff.
Yeah, we get you. I was seeing it burned in my retinas.
And I wouldn't even thought to do that. Someone did that on our message
Somebody
board.
did that. They
just to
knew
get
they
you.
did me. Bastard.
They go, I want to get Jeff on this one.
That one should have won. They got me. I had no.
Well, we can vote on that. Should that one win? They got you.
No, because they want to see it again.
You're going to encourage it. You're going to. I don't want to encourage this kind of behavior.
It's just unsettling.
All right.
No, we're good.
We're going to play that all the time. Just keep tweeting it at Jeff Cameron. At J Cameron Show. Is that what we got for your Twitter?
Nope. Warchant Gene.
All right. It doesn't bother me. I'm tolerable about all that stuff. You're not.
I am very tolerant. Don't even start with that. Don't even start. Yeah, it's not that.
It's a Seinfeld, you know. It's all.
I know.
It's all. There's nothing wrong with that. All right. When we come back to it, we did it before, but it's the last home game, traditional thing, cornhole. We got to go back,
Seems
play a little
fitting after that
cornhole, and
picture.
make our picks.
Sure.
Next
Let's
on
do
the
it.
Warchant Man Cave Show.
Hello, Jimmy John's.
Jimmy John's here.
What took you so long?
Jimmy John's, freaky fresh, freaky fast.
I love a man in uniform.
Welcome back to the Warchant Man Cave Show here at the 7th Hill Tap Room on Appalachian Parkway. Come on by on Black Friday. Check out those 2-for-1 growlers or 50%. 250 pints, all kind of good stuff going on here. And of course, thanks to our friends at Jimmy John's. Get those mini Jimmys on Saturday, or I guess, on Friday when they're go ahead, fuel up. I mean, you need to fuel up if you're shopping. Go ahead and stop by. Tons of locations
So
here
you got
in
games
Tallahassee.
I'm gonna shoot, and then
we'll go ahead and let you shoot first. We'll start talking games here, Jeff. Well, first of all, are you looking at any of the rivalry games? Are you looking forward to any in particular? It's not. I mean, I'd say Michigan, Ohio State, but it's like those teams are kind of ugly.
that game's.
I'd rather see Harbaugh and Meyer just fight at midfield.
I gotta be honest with you. I'm stunned, and nobody else will agree with me on this. I'm excited to watch Washington.
I was thinking
State.
you were going to say that.
Game, man. It's a great game, and I'm excited about our game. Frankly, like if I remove the loyalties to Florida State and just think about fandom, I think this is a good game. It should be a good game Saturday night.
Yeah, the game up in Columbus is just going to be an ugly game.
Yeah, that doesn't really move me very much. Oklahoma.
But it's like a playoff
State
game, though. It's kind of like winner gets in.
Well, that's true, and we're all going to watch it.
Yeah.
But I'm not as intrigued by it in terms of the level of play. I'm excited to watch Washington State.
Yeah,
that should be a very good game.
I'm with you there. All right, some picks while Jeff's shooting here. A little cornhole. NC State at North Carolina, 12-point favorite for the Tar Heels there.
Yeah, you got to give me North Carolina. I don't.
That's a good
NC
start
State.
there, Jeff.
Yeah.
You got to push that one in there. Oh, I like what you did there. You pushed that baby right in there. Nice.
One up. Okay.
All right, we got two in there.
Yep.
So the rule is you keep yours on there. So now you got the block on.
Oh, we're doing
Is that how it works?
Okay, is that
I know
what we're
you're
doing?
keeping yours on there.
Well,
or clear them out. There he goes. Yeah, clear that out. Why am I missing a bag?
No,
here?
we got you. We got you. Just toss one red. We're good. Oh, that's a
red. Look at the red. All right. So who you got on that one?
Which one?
NC State.
I got North Carolina.
Oh, they're going to cover the 12.
Yeah.
I'm going NC State on that.
They're going to roll and roll big, man. They're going to roll and roll big.
right.
Let me switch sides with you here. Okay.
All right, here we go. What we got next, Jeff?
All right. The next game we have is Washington State. Washington minus 5.5.
Oh, there we go. This key shot right here. We got. I told him Washington. I think we're both Washington.
I'll take Washington as well. South Carolina's at Clemson. Clemson's giving a robust 23.5 points. My mug this close to the camera. This is probably unsettling, isn't it? 23.5 points. I'm going to take Clemson.
That is a lot of
I'm wavering on this. I actually took South Carolina. I know.
I think the Warchant report you did the other way, but
I'll take South Carolina. You're right. I'll take South Carolina. 23.5.
I get you on that one. I just think that's too many. I think they could win by 21. I think we're going to be sitting here going, glad we did that.
You made a good point. Georgia Tech. Don't miss the shot, Gene. It's a tough shot.
I'm going to wait for the last one at 60
Georgia
shots,
Tech
so we'll
at Georgia. Georgia's given 4.5 here.
You know, homer. I'm going ACC homer on this one. Waving the flag. I'm going
hard to do. I'm going to take Georgia in that game. We disagree there. Auburn's at Alabama. 18 points seems like an awful lot. I don't know how Auburn's going to score. I'm not sure Alabama's going to score a lot either.
Yeah.
Give me Auburn plus 18.
Oh, a decent defense by Auburn there. Rivalry game. I'm with you. Too many points. Alabama wins.
Ryan is on the record as saying he thinks Alabama by 57 points. All right, Michigan's at Ohio State.
I think we disagree on this one. You're actually taking this. You're going with.
I'm taking Ohio State. No, I think I'm taking Ohio State.
Oh, okay.
Minus 6.5.
I thought you took.
No. Ira took Michigan.
Oh, Ira did that. All right. That's 6.5 reverse hook right there.
Yeah.
Without their quarterback in Columbus, I'm with you. This is one. I know you do a little bit more in the.
I like to get a little bit every now and again.
Like if I'm going to do that, I
take Ohio State and give the 6.5. Well, Michigan's in their backup quarterback and struggling to move the ball. Yeah, give me Ohio State here.
I think they're going to play up to that game. So in the key game, Florida State, man.
Yeah, 24-13.
Drop the
Florida
6.5
State.
right now. That's a check.
Yeah, I'll give the 6.5. I think Florida State wears Florida down. If they don't get hurt in special teams and turn the ball over, which is your favorite thing, I'll tell you, Florida State I think wins it too much. They have too many skill players compared to what Florida brings to the table there. I think Florida State can certainly neutralize a bad Florida offense. I'll take Florida State to win this game.
The two games when Florida played teams with offenses, both Tennessee and Arkansas, both those teams scored over 30 points because they didn't turn the ball over. Yeah. I don't know. I think the defense is good, but I don't know if it's even as good as last year.
Well, you can't turn it over, and you cannot continue to produce
line drive punts. No.
All right, so here's the important shot.
All right, this is it. This is for the game.
Right here.
No pressure here.
All right, don't choke.
Oh, it's tied up. So that's the way to go.
So what we do is we say goodbye, and then we say Happy Thanksgiving, and we thank Jimmy John's, and we thank the fine folks at the 7th Hill Tap Room, and we thank you, and we thank the Unmentionables.
Unmentionables and Ryan Kelly for running around here doing all the hard work. Someone made a good point. They said he's doing all the work, and they call us the talent.
We just stand there in front of the camera
and drink beer and
things. That's right.
Talk stuff. Thank you, Ryan, so much. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody.
Go Knowles, everybody.
Maintain.
Have a great Thanksgiving.
Enjoy your Black Friday. Maintain on Saturday and
absolutely,
and don't maintain on Thursday. Just eat and
do what you got to do. Get into a coma, a food-induced coma on Thursday. Be good, everybody.
Good night.
Take care.
All right, man.